Everyone, welcome to Island Travel TV. Today I'm going to discuss pretty much on the game parks. I hope you can see this map over here. It shows game parks in Kenya, what the categories are, the high and low season, what their prices are. I hope I'll make it under maybe 10 or 15 minutes. So the parks in Kenya are categorized into, I think, seven categories. That is premium parks, that is urban safaris, wilderness parks, mountain climbing, scenic parks, special interest parks, sanctuaries, and lastly will be marine parks and resources. So, for example, under premium parks is we have Amboseli and Nakuru. Urban parks is Nairobi, which is the most rare park, I think, in Africa or not even the world. That is situated in the capital city. I don't know what was the idea, but it survives, and the ecosystem has been protected to make sure that it remains unique. Mountain climbing, we have Mount Kenya, the day trips. KWS, Kenya Wildlife Service, has make sure that us look into that. They have up to 3-day trips to 6 days trips. Scenic parks are Hell's Gate, that is in the Rift Valley, Mount Elgon, Mount Longonot, and Mount Oldoj Sabuk are considered as scenic parks. Special interest parks are quite a bunch. We'll start with the Central Islands in Chulu Hills, Kakamega Forest, Malkamari, Marsabit County, Mwea, Ndere Island, Sibiloi, Shimba Hills, I think around the the Mombasa County or Kilifi County up there, South Turkana, Tana River, and Primates, Rumba, Saiwa Swamp, and South Island National Parks. Sanctuaries are the ones considered in Lake Emene. In Kisumu, there is Impala. Yeah, it's in the Nyanza province. Nairobi Orphanage and Nairobi Safari Walk. Those are considered the sanctuaries. I don't know why. Meru is under wilderness parks. We have a sanctuary there, but it's not considered that. Then there is lastly the marine parks and reserve. Kisite Mpunguti. That's I think I don't know if it's Kilifi or so, but it's a marine park in the coast. Kiunga, Malindi, Mombasa, and Watamu. Yeah, so those are the last of the categories, and you see here they are situated into high season. The high season in Kenya runs from July to February, and low season runs from March to June. So I'm going to just do the premium packs, which the wilderness packs, which I guess I'm most interested in. For example, you'll see here in East African resident rates. It's 800 shillings for an adult in premium packs and 215 shillings for a kid. A non-resident is $70 and a kid is $20. Urban Safari costs 500 shillings for an adult for residents and 215 shillings for kids. $60 for um, $60 for adults and $20 for kids. That is in the high season still. Wilderness parks for a kid resident, 215 for kids, $60 for non-resident, and $20 for kids for low season for high season. For low season, it's for premium packs 600 shillings for adults and 215 shillings for kids. $40 for non-residents for adults and $20 for kids. That is a low season between March and June. 400 for urban safaris is 400 Kenya shillings for residents. For adults, 215 for kids, and $40 for non-resident, and $20 for kids. Wilderness parks will be 300 shillings for in the low season for adults, and 215 shillings for kids, and $35 for adults non-resident, and $20 for kids non-resident. Those are just the major things. I'm going to upload these things in my description below so that you get a little bit of information. This one I'm just making sure that you get capture what the essence of how national parks run in Kenya. So the KWS goes ahead and they provide a category for camping. So there's camping facilities. and there are fees to it. There's special camping sites and there's public camping sites. So for the special camping sites, we have those that are in the premium parks, Amboseli and Lake Nakuru. It will cost more or less $50 for a non-resident and $25 for a kid, non-resident adults, and then $25 for a kid. 500 shillings for Kenyan residents or East African residents for adults, and 250 shillings, Kenya shillings, for kid who's an East African resident. Then all other parks that have camping sites, price is quite low, 250 Kenya shillings for an adult and 200 for a kid. Then $35 for a non-resident and $20 for a kid. Reservation fees for special campsites per week, which is non-refundable. You maybe reserve the whole space, it goes for 7,500. There's cancellation fees for special campsite per week. Cancellation fees 7,500. In case you get a bigger space and you really want to cancel, they will let you not get they will let you go for free, so they'll charge you a cancellation fee of 7,500, which is about what, $75 in terms of USD currency. We go to public campsite. This is also the premium parks. Public campsite, no special ones. You know what the special campsite entails is you get a special camp. Maybe you're doing a research or so, and you're looking for a good site to get you good views, or going after certain animals. That will cost you more. So for the public campsite, East African resident rates, adult is 250, kid is 200, and non-resident will be $30 for an adult and $25 for a kid. All other parks will charge 200 shillings for East African resident adult and 150 shillings for resident kid. $20 for non-resident adult and $15 for a kid public campsite. Okay, so for the vehicles, we have other categories here. We have vehicles, motorcycles, aircrafts, trucks, boats, and vehicles stationed in the park, annual passes, and the special services. It's quite a big list, but I'll try to be quickly. So for vehicles per day, checking in and all of the parks, will be a car less than 6 seats will cost Kenya shillings 300 shillings. A car between 6 seats and 12 seats will be charged 1,030 shillings. A car between 13 to 24 seats will be charged 2,585. A car between 25 to 44 seats will cost 4,050 shillings, Kenya shillings. A car with 45 seaters and above will be charged 5,000 Kenya shillings. That is roughly $50. Motorcycle fees, which is not so much into, they are not so much into that most of the park, but those that allow motorcycles of not more than 250cc, that is mostly in Hell's Gate and Mount Kenya, Aberdares, Longonot, Elgon, and all those. So I was about to finish. We reached about motorcycles, which motorcycles are only run, they're not supposed to be more than 250cc. So what we do, we included it in Hell's Gate, Mount Kenya, Aberdares, Longonot, Elgon, Oldonyes, Abuk, and Sibiloi for 400 shillings. The charges are for aircrafts and trucks, which things I don't think they add so much, but for those who are interested, there's also segment for boats, vehicle stations in the park per year. Then there's annual passes and the special services. I'll go ahead and do the aircrafts per landing. Less than 3 seats is 300 shillings. 3 to 6 seater is 500 shillings. 7 to 14 seats is 1,000 shillings. 15 to 20 seats is 2,155. 155 Kenya shillings. 25 seats and above is what? 3,015. Helicopter landing in Mount Kenya National Parks in USD is 260 shillings. So we go back to trucks and delivery vehicles per day. Truck of between 1 to 3 tons is 515 Kenya shillings. 4 to 7 tons is 2,155. More than 7 tons is what? 3,015 Kenya shillings. We go to the categories of boats, and fees per boat. This is what 300 shillings. Annual pass for private commercial. What non-commercial boat is 5,170 Kenya shillings. Annual pass for commercial vessels stationed and or operating in the park less than 13 seats is 15,080 Kenya shillings. So vehicle stations in the park per year is what for TVS less than 6 seat on commercial vehicle is for that is not less than 2 tons is 10,000 Kenya shillings. 6 to 12 seats non-commercial vehicle 5 tons is 10,000 Kenya shillings. That is annual charges. 6 to 13 seats of commercial tour vehicles not stationed in the park is 60,000 Kenya shillings, about roughly $600. Then TSV more than 13 seats and commercial vehicles more than 5 tons is 100,000 Kenya shillings. Annual passes, adult annual pass per year, it's per year, it's 43,100 Kenya shillings. Child annual pass is 10,340. Corporate annual pass is 103,440 Kenya shillings. And two drivers personalized annual pass is 6,000. Marine park annual pass is 10,340. Couple annual pass, any two adults, is 80,000. That is a family annual pass. Then two adults and up to 5 children under the age of 18 is 130,000 Kenya shillings. So special services for vehicle recovery inside the park is 7,500 Kenya shillings. Which other places you could get maybe simple help from the KWS because they man and manage the parks, so they might be good on you. Or I think that one's gone up to 10,000 Kenya shillings. That is about $75 to get your. So the next video I'll be doing the conservation fees and experiences and activities that are available there. Though many of the parks do not allow walking safaris, they don't allow fishing activities because it's not being done by a lot of people, so it's going to be hard for them to indulge in it if they're not being doing heavily. KWS vehicles are available for hire, not so much, but sometimes we have a lot of private entities that come around the park that usually get to hire the car out. So in the next video I'll be explaining the conservations, experiences and activities. The chart that I'm using here, I'll link it, put in the link description back below so that you get to see how much Kenya is next. Also the next videos I'm going to do Kenya Game Park Reserve while doing it in a map, so I'll get a clear view to get everything. Peace.